Professor Ozerski says that my commitment to maintaining order stifles the flight of imagination. Well, flights are for airplanes. And in science, order is paramount. That's why I won't tolerate mess. No discounts, no let's make a deal, and certainly no I'll pay you next time. You pay, you get your goods, not the other way around. Is that understood? Good.
It's unusual to find a scientist behind a counter, rather than in a lab.
What's so unusual about it? I've got a degree in math. That's why Professor Ozerski assigned me to this post. STC Malachite is like a tumultuous ocean of scientific chaos. But I'm still trying to make a stand against it, even from here. For instance, nobody seems to care that neither Blizzard nor Lefty ever came back from their expeditions. By the way, do you think you could assist me with, helping them?
Maybe I can help, but I need to know more.
Some might see me as a soulless bureaucrat, but I genuinely care about missing people. Even if they went missing for the sake of science. First, there's Blizzard. He's a stalker who's been part of our team for a long time. He went to collect bone samples from bloodsucker victims, and we haven't heard from him since. I'm concerned. Second, Lefty and his group went to take sea radiation measurements. Shortly afterwards, he sent word they were in trouble. And then, they went dark.
Do you know where I can find Blizzard?
I believe he ventured to the outskirts of the industrial zone. It's a swampy area, a favored habitat for bloodsuckers. I warned him not to go alone, but he was always a bit stubborn.
Where exactly was Lefty headed?
The Yantar area. We had an urgent need to measure the sea radiation there so we could try to understand it. Some individuals, such as Professor Osersky, believe that Lefty's group can handle it on their own. But what if they can't? Especially given that I'm the one who sent them to take those measurements. If you find them, but they're already beyond help, try to retrieve the sea radiation data. It's of the utmost importance.
Fine. I'll do my best.
Excellent. I have forwarded the coordinates to your PDA. I'll be waiting for the good news. Or, well, any news at all.
Hey, Stalker! I need a hand! I can't do this alone!
We fucked them up!
I'm sorry, bud. You got me out of a jam, Stalker. Thanks for that. I was trying to slip past without disturbing this beautiful creature, but it didn't work out. It's a damn shame.
What, are you feeling sorry for this monster?
What did it do wrong? It's a predator. It hunts to survive, builds its own nest, protects it if it has to. But when it comes to monsters, humans are the worst monsters out there.
You're alive, that's good enough for me. Take care.
Thanks for not walking on by. Let me send you a little something.
Can anybody hear me? We're surrounded and need help. Repeat, we need help. We've got wounded.
Blizzard was on the verge of being mauled by a bloodsucker, so I had to step in. Stalker's alive and well. I believe he'll be in touch soon.
That's fantastic news. I hope he makes it to Malachite safely. The samples he was after will aid us in developing new anticoagulants. Thank you for your valuable contribution to science.
Lefty and his group turned into zombies, so I had to put them down. Here's your Psi radiation measurements.
I warned them. I told them that Lefty and his men required assistance, but all I got was, calm down, they can handle it, just focus on your duties. But if the data has been recovered, at least Lefty's sacrifice wasn't in vain. Thank you for bringing it here. Well, I don't have any other work for you.
Victoria, come in. Can you hear me? The data from the field lab at the vehicle station. Ever since the emission, there are anomalies all over the place. I need help.
Skiff, please hold on. I know you've already done a great deal, but Trachuk wouldn't bother me without good reason. I'm deeply concerned about him. Something must have gone awry during his research. I'm not entirely sure what Trachuk was working on, but he once hinted that it could revolutionize life in the zone. Help him, please.
All right. I'll get to the bottom of this.
I don't know what kind of trouble Trachuk is in, but it sounds pretty serious. Be careful out there.
You're Skiff, right? Vicky, Professor Doroshink said you would come. I really appreciate your help. So I left the flash drive in the field lab on the second floor of the vehicle station. I had to hide from an emission, and when I came back, the station was full of anomalies. That drive contains priceless data. It took months to gather it all. I tried to get it myself and nearly died. I need the help of a skilled stalker. Will you do it?
What kind of data were you gathering?
It was a standard procedure. We were measuring anomalous energy levels over the course of an emission. It's white noise and static, usually. But I detected something strange once. What I'm saying is the data is unique, Skiff. So please help me get it back.
Okay. Doesn't sound too hard. You wait here, I'll bring you your flash drive.
Thank you. Vicky went to so much trouble procuring the necessary equipment for our observations.
Come in. I'm at the meeting point. Waiting for you with the data. Watch out for the ward. They're patrolling the area. Careful, Stalker. Trachuk told us everything.
the flash drive. Give it to us, and you're free to go.
No, no! They'll steal my work! Skiff, don't do it!
So, you're Skiff. I've heard of you. I'm sure we can find a compromise. Hand over the flash drive.
I'm not handing over anything.
Suit yourself. Do ya? Fire!
I feel sick. This is a nightmare. Please, give me the flash drive. Trickster is waiting for me.
Who's this Trickster guy? I heard him over the radio.
He's my contact in Spark. I asked him for help to hide the data. I suspect that some of my colleagues work for the ward. If they find out what's on this flash drive, they'll take it from me and classify it.
Okay, I get why this flash drive is so important to you, but why would the ward want it?
This data isn't just a set of zeros and ones, Skiff. I've determined that every emission carries a piece of information from the noosphere, and I've learned to read it, so to speak. I've only managed to process a fragment of this colossal data set, but even so, I learned things. Horrible things. Things I wish I didn't know. Imagine what could happen if this information gets to the ward. It's too terrifying for words.
Sounds like valuable data. So it's gonna cost you extra.
But Vicky said she handled the financial stuff. Oh, I see. Yeah, I've heard that you stalkers aren't exactly the altruistic sort. Fine, I'm sending you the coupons, and let's be done with it. You should speak to Victoria. I'll tell her how you helped us. But I have to get in touch with Trickster first. I think we should change our meeting place.
Kravchuk's dead. Here's his flash drive.
That's heartbreaking news. Kravchuk was one of the few people who came close to comprehending the zone. If he was willing to lay down his life for this data, it must be truly valuable. Thank you for preserving his work.